Some old school Lazzaro machines out there for the Lazzaro Memorial Races. It would be Vinny Sanguinetti and the 76 of Alton Palmer leading the field to the green in the 44-lap, $4,444 to win race at the Fonda Speedway. Palmer would have the lead in the early going. A couple cars on the move. That's Danny Barron in the 00 machine. The 3D of Matt DiLorenzo in there as well, along with Stuart Friesen and Danny Johnson. You'd see Friesen cut right in front of the 3D, trying to get past the 24 of Jeremy Wilder. But it'd be Wilder grabbing the advantage, and on that time, Friesen bobbles a little bit, and that allows Danny Johnson to come back underneath them as they both continue to move up through the field. Jeremy Wilder would be on the car on the move in the early goings and get by Corey Wilder for position, then slide into the number 2 spot and continue his momentum into the number 1 spot. So you go underneath Alton Palmer and he'd be your new race leader. Stuart Friesen still trying to chase him down as he'd split Jeff Trombley and Jeff Rockefeller up into turn number 1 and 2. He would continue to go forward, and then Danny Johnson would do the same, getting by Jeff Rockefeller and pushing underneath the 1 of Friesen, but the Tab Park Zone machine just too strong for the time being. Friesen would continue to move as he go underneath the 2RJ of Ronnie Johnson for position, muscling him out of the way as Danny Johnson would follow right behind him once again to try to take the position. Bobby Varon gets into the back bumper of the BBL Company's car number 3D of Matt DiLorenzo, spinning him out in turn number 3 and 4. That was going to have to force the 3D to come from the rear, and off the restart, that would put Stuart Friesen on the back bumper of both Alton Palmer and Jeremy Wilder. Friesen would push to the inside, and you knew it wasn't going to be long as he'd go to the inside lane the next time around, and he would take the number 2 spot away from Jeremy Wilder, and you know he wasn't stopping there, as off of turn number 4, Friesen would get Alton Palmer at the line. He would be your new race leader. The 3D of Matt DiLorenzo continuing to move back up through the field. He would get back up into the top 10, but it wouldn't be enough, and Stuart Friesen takes the Lazzaro Memorial Race at the Track of Champions.
It was tough coming up through. It was a lot of good racing. Once we could get out front there and use the whole track to our advantage, we had a pretty good race car. It's just cool. I get to grow up with Dave Lape. I knew Dave Lape my whole life, and he has nothing but respect for Lou and your father. And just very special to be up here and get a big win like this. It's on a night for a guy like that. It's second to none.